Have you ever woken up in the morning and thought, why do I feel so stiff, so tired, like my body just isn't bouncing back the way it used to? Maybe a little ache in your back lasts longer than it used to, or a cut on your hand seems to take its time healing. You eat right, you try to stay active, but it still feels like your body is slowing down no matter what you do. If that sounds familiar, let me tell you, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. Because even though our bodies do change as we get older, the ability to heal, to restore, and to feel good again is still in there. It just needs a little help waking up. Like an old engine that runs better with a little oil and a warm-up, your body still knows how to heal. It just might need the right conditions. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're diving into some gentle but powerful habits that can help reset your body's natural healing powers. Not with complicated treatments or fancy supplements, but with simple changes that actually work, especially after 60. Because here's the truth. Your body is always trying to take care of you. Even when it feels slow or tired, it's doing its best. And when we start giving it what it needs, consistently and kindly, it responds. Sometimes faster than you think. Let's start with something that seems so simple, but is often the first thing we overlook. Rest. And I don't just mean sleep, although that's important too. I mean true rest, the kind that lets your nervous system slow down, your heart beat softer, and your body feel safe enough to do its repair work. You see, when we're constantly tense, worry about the news, family issues, bills, or even just that aching knee, we live in a state of stress. And when the body is stressed, it puts healing on the back burner. It's too busy trying to survive. But when you rest, your body shifts gears. It says, okay, now I can focus on fixing what's broken. So what counts as real rest? It might be sitting quietly with a cup of tea in the afternoon, listening to birds outside your window. It could be a slow walk to the garden with no distractions. Or maybe it's breathing deeply, eyes closed, for 5 full minutes without doing anything else. Rest isn't about being lazy. It's about giving your body permission to let go. And here's something beautiful. When you start making room for rest, your body begins to trust you again. It says, she's finally listening. He's giving me space to work. And slowly, gently, healing begins. Now, let's talk about movement. Not exercise, not working out, but gentle movement. Think of it like oiling the joints of an old door, so it swings more smoothly again. After 60, movement isn't about burning calories or building muscle. It's about circulation. About keeping the blood flowing, the joints loose, and the systems inside you humming along. When you move, whether it's stretching your arms overhead in bed, swaying side to side while brushing your teeth, or doing a short walk after dinner, you're telling your body, I'm still here, I still want to feel good. And your body listens. I know some days are harder than others. Some mornings your knees argue with you. But even on the slowest days, a little movement can be healing. Try rolling your shoulders, lifting your arms, turning your head gently side to side. These small actions tell your body it's safe to keep going, and you'll start to notice something remarkable. Your circulation improves, your joints feel less stiff, and your energy doesn't crash in the middle of the day like it used to. You're not forcing anything. You're waking things up. That's what healing is all about. Another often forgotten part of healing is hydration. And before you think, I drink plenty of water, let me gently say, most of us actually don't. Especially as we age, we start to feel thirst less often. But that doesn't mean our body doesn't need it. In fact, after 60, staying hydrated is one of the simplest ways to support your body's natural healing. When you're well hydrated, your joints move more smoothly, your digestion works better, your skin looks healthier, and even your mood improves. Water helps flush out toxins and carry nutrients where they need to go. Think of it like clearing out the dust and cobwebs, so everything inside runs more easily. You don't have to guzzle bottles of water all day. Just be mindful. Start your morning with a glass of warm water and a slice of lemon, if you like. Carry a cup with you when you read or watch TV. Take small sips throughout the day. It's not about drowning your system. It's about nourishing it. Sometimes healing starts with noticing the little things we let slide, like rest, like gentle movement, like hydration. They might not seem dramatic, but together, They create the perfect environment for your body to say, okay, I've got what I need now. I can begin again. And isn't that a comforting thought? That no matter what you've been through, aches, illnesses, surgeries, or just a slow passage of time, your body is still here, still willing, still capable of healing when you give it the chance. Now that we've talked about those small daily choices, rest, movement, and hydration, let's keep going. There are more natural ways your body knows how to heal, and more ways we can help it remember. Because healing isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, even spiritual sometimes. One of the most powerful healing tools we have, yet often overlooked, is the way we breathe. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Breathing? I've been doing that my whole life. And you're right. But here's the thing. Not all breathing is created equal. Most of us, especially when we're busy or stressed, breathe in short, shallow bursts without even realizing it. That kind of breathing keeps us in alert mode. It tells the body to stay on guard. And healing? Well, that takes a backseat. But when we slow our breath, when we breathe deeply and calmly from the belly, we tell the body, you're safe now. You can relax. You can heal. It's like flipping a switch inside your nervous system from fight or flight to rest and restore. Try this with me now, if you can. Close your eyes and slowly inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it for a second and exhale gently through your mouth for 6 counts. Do that a few times in a row. Feel how your shoulders begin to drop, how your heart rate settles just a bit. That's your healing state waking up. And the best part? You can do this anywhere, lying in bed, sitting in your favorite chair, even while waiting in line at the store. Over time, this kind of mindful breathing doesn't just calm you down in the moment. It helps your body operate from a more peaceful place all the time. That means better sleep, smoother digestion, sharper thinking, and yes, stronger healing. Speaking of healing, there's something else just as vital that many people forget about. Your mindset, the way you speak to yourself, the way you think about aging, and the beliefs you hold about your body. All of it plays a role in how you feel day to day. Have you ever caught yourself saying, I'm just getting old, or, well, that's what happens at my age? We all have. But those little phrases, they matter. They send messages to your body about what's possible and what's not. And the more we repeat them, the more we begin to live by them. But what if we tried something different? What if, instead of saying I'm breaking down, we said, my body is adjusting and I'm helping along? Instead of I can't do that anymore, we said, I'm learning new ways to move and heal. That small shift in language can spark something big inside. Because your brain listens to your words, and your body listens to your brain. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore pain or pretend everything is fine. Not at all. But when you approach each day with curiosity instead of fear, when you speak kindly to yourself, you create a space where healing isn't just possible, it's invited. There's an old saying, where the mind goes, the body follows. And I believe that's true. I've seen it happen time and time again. People who believe they could feel better, even just a little, often did. And while we're on the subject of belief and inner strength, let's not forget the role of connection. I'm not just talking about being around people. I mean the kind of connection that lights something up inside you. That might be a phone call with an old friend. It could be hugging your grandchild, sharing a meal, or even just sitting in silence with someone who understands you. Human connection doesn't just feel good emotionally. It actually changes the chemistry inside your body. It lowers stress hormones, boosts immune function, and supports heart health. In fact, studies have shown that people who feel connected and supported often heal faster, live longer, and enjoy better quality of life. And if you're someone who feels a little isolated these days, know this. It's never too late to reach out. Start small. Wave to your neighbor. Join a community garden. Attend a book club, even if it's just once a month. Or simply write a letter to someone you haven't talked to in a while. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. Connection is medicine. And just like a good laugh or a gentle walk, it has the power to heal in ways we don't always see, but most definitely feel. And that brings me to something else that's just as nourishing, if not more so, than food or water or even movement. And that's joy. Yes, joy. That spark of light inside when you hear your favorite song, when you taste your favorite meal, when the sun hits your face just right on a cool morning. Joy doesn't have to come from big celebrations or major life changes. Sometimes it's in the smallest things: a blooming flower on your windowsill, the smell of fresh bread, the comfort of a well-worn sweater. And when we make space for joy, even on our hardest days, we're giving our body something incredibly valuable. Joy tells the body, life is still good. There is still beauty here. It's okay to heal. It's okay to hope. And healing? It loves that message. So maybe today, your healing doesn't come from a new medication or a complicated plan. Maybe it starts with a breath, a sip of water, a kind word to yourself, a moment of connection, a small smile. These are the places where real healing begins. Not just the kind that mends broken bones or eases inflammation, but the kind that makes you feel whole again. Because no matter your age, your body is always looking for ways to come back into balance. And when you show up with patience, kindness, and just a little bit of trust, it responds in the most beautiful ways. Now, let's talk about something many people tend to overlook: rest. Not just sleep, though that's important, of course, but rest. Deep, intentional stillness. A break not just for the body, but for the mind and heart. 2. Have you ever had a day when you weren't doing anything physically tiring, but still felt completely drained? That's often a sign that your mind is running a marathon while your body's standing still. Over time, that kind of inner tension wears us down. It slows healing, increases stress, and leaves us feeling like we're just trying to get through each day. But true rest, the kind that heals, doesn't always look like napping or lying on the couch. Sometimes it's a few quiet minutes watching birds outside your window. Other times, it's sitting in your favorite chair with no TV, no phone, no pressure to do anything at all. Just you and the moment. Giving yourself permission to pause is one of the most powerful gifts you can give your healing process. It tells your nervous system that there's no emergency, no rush. And when your body senses that calm, it can finally begin to repair what's been pushed aside for so long. It might feel strange at first, doing nothing. We've been taught all our lives to keep busy, to keep moving, to be productive. But healing isn't about doing more. It's about allowing space for your body to do what it was designed to do. And often, that starts with simply being still. Another gentle way to reset your body's natural healing powers is through touch. And no, I don't mean expensive massages or spa treatments, though if you enjoy those, that's wonderful. I'm talking about everyday, intentional touch that reminds your body it's cared for. This might be as simple as rubbing lotion into your hands slowly, noticing the warmth, or gently massaging your own shoulders after a long day. Even placing a hand over your heart and taking a few deep breaths can signal comfort and safety to your nervous system. And if you're lucky enough to have a pet, you already know the healing magic of touch. Stroking a cat or dog doesn't just comfort them, it helps you, too. It lowers blood pressure, eases anxiety, and creates a sense of peaceful connection that's hard to describe, but deeply felt. Sometimes, it's the softest gestures that create the biggest shifts in how we feel, because your body remembers. It remembers stress, but also remembers tenderness. And the more kindness you offer yourself through touch, the more your body begins to respond with trust and, yes, healing. Now, let's not forget movement. But I want to be clear, this isn't about exercise in the way you may have been taught. This is about gentle movement, the kind that wakes up your circulation, helps your joints feel looser, and tells your muscles, hey, we're still in this together. Movement doesn't have to mean sweating or stretching beyond comfort. It can be a slow walk through the park, feeling the breeze. It can be dancing in your kitchen to an old favorite tune. Even swaying your arms gently while standing can get your blood flowing and lift your mood. Your lymphatic system, which is key to immune support and detox, relies on movement to do its job. Without it, things get a little stagnant. But just 5 to 10 minutes of light movement, a few times a day, can wake things up in a big way. It's not about pushing. It's about flowing, listening, respecting where your body is right now, and loving it enough to help it move, even just a little. And finally, one of the most beautiful ways to support your body's healing is by feeding it with love. And I'm not just talking about food, though that matters. I mean feeding your life with beauty, meaning, and moments that make your heart swell. That might be reading a good book, one that brings you peace or inspires you. It might be tending to a small garden or sitting beside a window to watch the changing light. It might be creating something, a poem, a painting, a handmade gift, or simply listening to a song that takes you back to a special time. These aren't luxuries. These are nutrients for the soul. And when your soul is nourished, your body follows. You see, healing after 60 doesn't mean becoming who you were at 30 or 40. It means embracing the wisdom, the resilience, and the gentleness you've earned, and learning how to support your body today with compassion and patience. Yes, some days will be harder than others. Yes, your body might take more time than it used to, but it's still your body. It's still your home, and it still wants to take care of you, just like you want to take care of it. So take that breath, drink that water, step into the sunlight, say something kind to yourself today, and know that every little step you take, no matter how small, sends a message of love to the body that's carried you through so much. Healing isn't a destination. It's a relationship, a partnership between your body and your spirit. And with just a little attention, a little grace, you can reset that relationship and begin to feel more alive, more connected, and more you than ever. You're not too old. It's not too late. And your best days, your most peaceful, joyful, and healing days can still be ahead of you. Take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments. What helps you feel better, even just a little? We'd love to hear from you. And if you found this helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We got so many more heartwarming, helpful conversations to come. Until next time, take care of yourself. You are deeply worthy of health, peace, and happiness. Here's to living fully, healing gently, and loving every stage of this beautiful life.